If there's one thing I've stressed on my channel, not all travelers are created equal. But no matter what kind of traveler you are, there's something for everyone in the DR. Hi guys, Vanessa here, and welcome to Passport Pages. And as summer winds down, with fall just around the corner, we all start thinking of where we'd like to vacation when the cold weather sets in. And after more than 5 years of doing my channel, I've gotten many requests from specific types of vacations my viewers are looking for, and they all come under these 7 categories. And I'm so excited to give all my tips and recommendations for the best places around the island for every single one of you. And if you'd like this to be a possible series on my channel, drop a comment on what country or region you'd like me to do this for next, and the place with the most votes will be my next one. I think it'd be a really fun thing for us to do together. Let's begin with a very requested category, the budget traveler, which I think is most of us these days. And quick disclaimer, everyone's budget is of course different, but budget-conscious travelers have many great options to choose from in the DR, and there are many ways to save when booking. First of all, the sheer number of options in the DR makes budget deals easy to find, but I of course recommend all-inclusives, which help cut costs on meals and drinks, properties near local restaurants where food will be more affordable, and even hotel rooms with kitchens are all ways to keep costs down, especially since a big part of expense these days is the food. I also recommend visiting during low season months. September and October are very affordable, and you usually save on flights then as well. But because the budget-conscious category is so broad, I'd like to give you guys a few recommendations for travelers within the category. So for budget-conscious travelers who want to socialize and party, head to the area of Cabarete, which is a resort town on the northern coast of the island, protected by coral reef with very calm water, so you have great swimming and beaches, and people are incredibly friendly and social. It's a very walkable area, which helps keep costs down, and the resorts in the area are very affordable as well. For families traveling on a budget, I recommend Puerto Plata, which has beautiful beaches, tons of well-priced resorts, golfing for the dads, and endless activities. I've recommended Amber Cove before, which is a great place to visit, as well as Ocean World Adventure Park, especially for families with young kids. And my resort recommendation for this category is Caribe Deluxe Princess, a very affordable resort sitting on a beautiful beach in Playa Bavaro. Just a great deal if you're traveling on a budget. Now let me talk to the solo traveler. I've gotten a lot of requests on my channel for solo recommendations, and I haven't forgotten you guys. Most people don't think this, but the DR is actually one of the best places for solo travel. It's affordable, requires very little travel from most of the US, and you can have either a very relaxing vacation or a fun-filled action-packed one, or a mixture of both. Depending on your budget, the island has hostels with dirt cheap room rates and a community environment, or you can choose from one of their many resorts with organized daytime activities and nighttime partying and entertainment, which caters to socializing with other solo travelers. I also encourage you solo travelers to mingle outside of the resorts, as excursions and off-site tours are some of the best ways to meet fellow travelers. So try island boat tours, rum tasting tours. They tend to make everyone very chatty and social. And of course, there's clubbing after dark. But my resort pick for the solo traveler in the DR, and honestly one of the best in the entire Caribbean, is, no surprise, the Hard Rock, which has endless opportunities for entertainment, drinking, socializing at the pool, Oro at night, or you can just relax on a lounger at the pool all day. But if you're a solo traveler looking to mingle at the pool, I'd skip the adults-only Eden pool, because despite the swim-up bar, you'd be surprised how many of the guests just come there to relax. It's more of a quiet oasis than anything else. So instead, head to the Eclipse and Central pools, which are much livelier with music playing and a lot more socializing among guests. But this is just a single example. There are many great resorts for solo travelers in the DR where you can blend right in and have a wonderful time. Now let me talk to the luxury traveler. And despite the impression that many people have, the DR is not all generic all-inclusives serving cheap booze and barely edible food. There are many high-end resorts, some of the most high-end in the entire Caribbean actually, which I'll get to, incredible villas for rent, and some of the most luxurious spas as well. For an indulgent activity, I recommend booking a private catamaran cruise. A 4-hour one runs about $700 to $800, but if you're looking for luxury, it's an incredible way to see the sights. And as promised, the DR has the most luxurious resorts in my opinion. I haven't talked about them before because I get criticized if I review anything over $200 a night, but I actually couldn't just pick one, so I have 2 suggestions for luxury stays, and I'm going to give you some details and tips for each. You have the Almanara, Amazing, and Tortuga Bay. Now let's start with Almanara, one of the best resorts in the world. The whole brand is one of the top 3 resort brands in my opinion, and everything is just first-class luxury. Obviously, any room you choose will be amazing, but I recommend booking the Almanara Casita for direct beach views, and the sunrises here are just spectacular. The spa is second to none, the sage-infused body wrap is absolutely wonderful, and this is one of those must-try spas. You just have to experience it. And just the setting of this property alone, located clifftop overlooking the beach, but surrounded by jungle, just so peaceful and unique. The entire property feels like a peaceful spa. The big negative is, of course, the price. This is a once and done for most of us, but so worth it for a special luxury occasion splurge. But as amazing as that property is, I personally think the overall experience of Tortuga Bay is even more luxurious, and I know many would disagree, but let me explain. If you're looking for a luxury vacation experience in the DR from start to finish, this is the place. It's the best VIP treatment in the Caribbean. From the second you arrive at the Punta Cana airport, you get white glove treatment, including priority clearance through customs and immigration, free private shuttle transfer, which only takes 8 minutes to get to the resort, and then you arrive to an incredibly intimate and private boutique property with only 30 suites. And every single thing you could want is taken care of for you via your included butler service. The spa here is another must-try. It's a Six Senses spa, which is one of the best spa brands in the world, and it's rare to find a location outside of Europe or Asia. But the reason no one talks about this place is the fact that, like Almanara, it's not inclusive and is very expensive. But I never get an opportunity to talk about my favorite luxury picks. You can see how enthusiastic I get about these properties. And if you're in the market for an over-the-top luxury vacation, the DR has some of the best. For those travelers looking for the best beach vacation on the island, the DR has stunning beaches with beautiful white sand and turquoise water on both the Caribbean and Atlantic sides of the island, which is rare in the Caribbean. And you might not want to hear this, but the more remote the area, the better the beach. Playa Rincon near the eastern tip of the Samana Peninsula is beautiful and very peaceful. And most visitors don't realize this, but if you visit the Samana area between mid-December and late March, you'll see migrating whales in the surrounding water, especially if you take a boat tour. Another underrated beach is Playa Grande on the northern coast. It's about an hour's drive from Cabarete, which I was talking about earlier, and this beach is very wide and 1 mile long, great for surfers, but be careful if you're not an expert swimmer. You'll find lots of seafood shacks along the beach, great palm trees for shade, and it's just a very attractive stretch of sand. Now, this is where you'll find the Almanara Resort, but since that's so pricey, my beach pick is going to be Casa de Campo Resort and Villas in La Romana. I've talked more about this resort in recent videos because it's just a beautiful property that works for everyone, with an absolutely immaculate beach, the best part, 3 world-famous golf courses, and some of the best villas in the Caribbean. But back to their beach, Manitas Beach is pristine, they maintain it so well, the sand is super soft, and the man-made reef keeps the water very calm and safe, and you also have lifeguards on duty. The best part, in my opinion, is their beach club, which is their beachside dining option, serving lunch and dinner. Food is very tasty, by the way. And the club also has 3 pools, including an adults-only infinity pool, massage pavilion, and shops. So one of the best overall beach experiences in the DR, whether you're spending a day or a week, you'll love it here. Now let's talk about the options for families in the DR. And you have just so much to do here. It's endless, with beautiful beaches, water parks, and resorts filled with kid-friendly features. It's very easy to have a fun-filled family vacay. And I'm going to go with the Bavaro Beach area as the best for families. First of all, it's a quick 20-minute ride from Punta Cana Airport, which all parents will appreciate after the plane ride with kids. And they have a lot of family-friendly amenities like Bavaro Adventure Park, which includes ATV rides, paintball, and zip lining. Plus, you have Dolphin Island Park, as well as Seaquarium Punta Cana. When traveling as a family, I definitely go with an all-inclusive that offers kids clubs, water sports, kid-friendly dining, and family-friendly daytime activities, and I have two picks for you guys. The first is Grand Palladium Bavaro Suites Resort and Spa, a very affordable all-inclusive with a great castle-style kids club for kids ages 1 through 13. Plus, they have mini golf, tennis, basketball, archery, soccer, and non-motorized activities are included as well. I'd also suggest the Nickelodeon Resort. It's probably the best family-friendly resort in the Caribbean, in my opinion. This is in Uvero Alto, and while it's a kid's dream resort, they'll never run out of things to do. It's also a very upscale and attractive property, so parents will enjoy it as well. And the all-inclusive package is very generous with all you get in your rate. So if you're looking to travel as a family, you can have a wonderful, fun-filled experience in the DR. Now to another category most travelers don't associate with the Dominican Republic, and that's romance. And if you're in the market for a romantic vacation experience, I recommend an adults-only property with a high-end spa that offers couples treatments, and of course, a beautiful beach where you and your partner can enjoy a private oceanfront dinner. And the perfect romantic atmosphere and experience I recommend is Secrets Cap Cana, located on beautiful Waimea Beach, and it has a really romantic, away from it all, and even exclusive vibe. Yeah, some areas can get lively, a little noisier, and guests do mingle, but overall, it does have a relaxing and peaceful atmosphere with mostly couples as guests. The rooms are nice and modern, the beach is wonderful, the perfect place to relax, and for dining, I recommend their beach barbecues, which are yummy and lots of fun. Speaking of the dining, it can be great sometimes and in some locations, and just okay in others. It's never bad, just inconsistent. But overall, in a country with a lot of romantic resorts, this one is the standout for me. Nice and modern, with an amazing beach and romantic atmosphere, it's a great option for couples. I saved the best for last for you guys. Now to my recommendations for the all-inclusive traveler, and there are many options here. It's the place for all-inclusive resort options, whether you're looking for a honeymoon option, a family-friendly one, or a relaxing getaway with friends. This country has it all. But if there's one all-inclusive that's perfect for everyone, it's the Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana and its sister property, Hyatt Ziva. As I said in my top 10 adults-only all-inclusive vid, this is my all-inclusive pick if you've never been to one before, because this property is the perfect template of what you should expect in a good all-inclusive resort. It's got the best of everything: great service, beautiful property, and great location. The property is split between the family-friendly Ziva side and the adults-only Zilara side. Zilara guests can cross over to the Ziva side, but guests under 18 can't come over to Zilara. Price-wise, it's a mid-tier range, between $500 and $600 a night usually, but World of Hyatt members can pay with points. The property itself is absolutely beautiful, and that includes the beach as well. The suites are nice and big and very comfortable, some of the bigger suites at an all-inclusive in my opinion. But of course, no property is perfect, and because it does everything so well, it's very popular. So restaurants and bars do get busy, and you usually have to wait a bit to be seated. And getting lounge chairs around the pool and on the beach can be tough if you don't get there early in the day. But again, that's because it's such a first-rate property all around. Very upscale and stylish with beautiful pools and beaches, great dining, at a very reasonable price point for the experience, making it my pick for the all-inclusive traveler in the Dominican Republic. So there you have some wonderful options for every type of traveler planning a vacation to the DR. It's a great place for a getaway. And as always, I hope you found my tips and recommendations to be helpful. If you'd like to see me do the same type of video for other locations and countries, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know which place you'd like to see in the next one. Or if you wouldn't like to see it again, that's fine too. This is Vanessa for Passport Pages. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.